Welcome back everyone, I'm Setharoth, and today we are standing in the Temple of Divines about to explore the mod Trua. This is a minimalistic based religion mod from the same modder who created Winter Sun. We're going to be able to hit all of the Divines except Talos. For Talos we'll have to hop over to Whiterun. Trua is a lot simpler than Winter Sun. We don't really worry about currying favor or any special abilities or anything like that. What it does is it gives you a pray function once you align yourself with a certain deity, and that will give you a special ability for the duration of the bless. So it actually cuts the bless time in half from the norm, so 4 hours instead of 8. We have aligned ourselves here with Mara. We're going to get some distance from this NPC that's interrupting my tirade. And let's see, magical effects. There we go. So when you are allied with the Blessing of Mara, for about 4 hours, your healing spells and effects will heal 10% more. You can also pray to cure diseases affecting you and your allies. So much like when Winter Sun, we have the prayer option. We aren't actually poisoned or diseased right now, so it won't actually have a visual effect, but it is good to keep in mind, particularly when you have multiple compadres and you all get diseased over time. It is a nice little perk. Plus, if you're doing a white mage build, having X 10% boost to your restoration abilities can be helpful. Next, we're going to look at Julianos. When we accept Julianos, we also get the Pray ability. Glory of Julianos fills you with light. We're going to get away from this priest here before she takes away my thunder. This will increase your magicka by 25 points, and you can pray to quickly regenerate magicka. So we're going to just cook ourselves a death bell here for a sec. Watch our magicka go. And pray. Boom. There we go. So that alone is a really interesting. I've noticed with the minimalistic mods, the modder does a good job of tracking down a specific type of build and then picking one ability that really benefits from it. So the ability for mages to quickly get your magicka back certainly has its perks. Like, you saw how quickly your magicka came back. I could, if I have Unrelenting Force, knock the bad guy to the ground, get on my knees, regenerate my magicka, and be back up by the time he gets up. So I think that's a really good perk or a benefit for any kind of a mage type build. You just pray, you get your magicka back, and on top of it comes with 25 more points of magicka. It is important to note that once you pray, the duration of the buff is cut in half to 2 hours instead of 4. But I'm pretty sure, let's see, the timer is at 1:59:15. We'll pray again. Just double checking the timer. It resets. Okay, so you can potentially keep this buff going indefinitely, but you do have to pray every 2 hours if you want to accomplish that. So just keep that in mind. So if anything, this makes you pray more often than Winter Sun, but if it's for something like praying to regenerate your magicka, I could see myself doing that at the end of, or even during fights, if I can just get a little bit of wiggle room. Next is the Shrine of Akatosh. The glory of Akatosh will fill you with light. And let's see what we're working with here. Akatosh will give you armor. There you go, 75 points. Wow, that can like double your armor if you're early on in a playthrough. A full set of regular leather armor won't even touch that. So doubling your armor is not bad. Pray to regenerate your stamina. Alright, well, let's just see how many laps we can run on.
Be careful.
One little... I guess this is a little bit barbaric, right? Let me just do my workout in the middle of the Temple of the Divines. And pray. And back. Wow. Interesting. I've just been doing, on a separate playthrough, I picked off fight with way too many bandits and was running for my life, and I'll get like a 10-second head start, but then I'm out of stamina and they gain on me. This would actually be an interesting perk for just getting away faster, because you can sit down for 3 seconds, get all your stamina back, and you're good to go. Which obviously also helps either thief or even melee builds to regenerate your magicka quickly. You just have to time it correctly. I like that it really doesn't take long, like 3 seconds? How was that? That was like 1, 2, 3, up. So it doesn't take long to regenerate your core attribute. if you use that approach. Next, we're going to look at the Shrine of Dibella. Let's see. We've got the Glory of Dibella, fills us with light. What does Dibella do for us? That is not Dibella. Oh, maybe let's see. I might have got up too quickly. Let's, oh, no, wait.
Remind us of our place.
We may have a glitch. We may have a glitch. Now I can't access any of my deities, so let's try praying and see if that resets it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if you run into a glitch that prevents you from interacting with the shrines, pray, and that will reset it. Okay, so let's try that. There we go. Okay, so Blessing of Dibella. Prices are 10% better. Food and potions consumed while praying last 25% longer. Huh. Interesting. I like this one because a 25% boost to your durations, particularly for potions, is really nice. Although it would be fun to combine this with like the complete alchemy overhaul, because then you would also have all of the extra foods and those benefits that come with getting more and more exotic recipes. It could be fun to combine all those, and then you would just pray and dose up on your potions before combat. I think that's you could do an interesting build with that, especially like an alchemy-based build. Ordinator, by the way, has some interesting alchemy things. I haven't been able to get into it yet in this series, but you're able to do a lot more with potions and explosives and oil slicks, and this would be a good combination with the Ordinator's alchemy skill tree.
Blessings to you.
Oh, thank you very much. You are a kind soul. Next is Kinnereth. What does Kinnereth have for us? We're going to give it a sec, make sure it resets. I think the reason it glitched was because I got up too quickly the first time I was trying to ally myself with Dibella. There we go. Blessing of Kinnereth. Increase your stamina by 25 points. Pray to discover nearby map markers. Very nice. So, let's see. Oh, we might as well, poke our head outside and see if we can unlock anything new. I don't think I've fully explored the area around Solitude yet. This is a demo load order, so basically I just went to everywhere that I needed to get standing stones, and that was it. But it would be interesting to see the range, so to speak, of this prey ability. So we're just going to get on our knees outside, commune with our deity, and see what the hubbub is all about. Alright, so let's look at a map first and see what I have. I have the Steedstone and Solitude. That is it. So let's go ahead and pray. Give that a minute. Okay. And see if that brings up anything new. No. Alright, so I have a feeling that when it says it's going to give you new stuff, reveal new stuff on your map, that it's stuff you have to actually be like semi-close to. So like you discover areas that you're fairly close to. But let's go ahead and try that. We're going to run down to, what was that, Katya's stables, Katya's farm? Yeah. Let's go ahead and pray here and see if that unlocks anything. Map updated. There we go. Let's see. So let's see what we got. That gave us East Empire Company Warehouse. Oh, and Solitude Sawmill. All right, so this gives you kind of the range of the Bless ability. That's like, what, half an inch on my monitor? Maybe an inch. Which is not, this is not bad range. Like, it's still a pretty good jaunt to get all the way down to the East Empire Company Warehouse. So, not bad. So what you could do here is just get in the habit of praying before you go into each dungeon. Whoa, that is a lot of fire. Oh, that's supposed to be Akatosh. Oh, very nice. Okay. They're known as Aldemir and Borma as father to the dragons. Okay, cool. I like my new lore screen. It never ceases to surprise me. It's got like 500 different images and infographics. So, yeah, thus far I have not gotten bored. I don't think I've seen a repeat yet, which cannot be said for the standard fare of Skyrim's load orders. I love modding. It's fantastic. Alright, so that's an interesting... That's particularly good if you're using the mod experience that gives you experience for discovering new areas, because it allows you to immediately figure out where new areas are and then go accordingly. Alright, so that was Kinnereth. Let's go ahead and hit Zenithar. Glory of Zenithar fills you with light. Let's see what Zenithar has up his sleeves. Enchanting and smithing are 10% better. Yes, please. Pray to indicate the 15 nearest ore veins and plants. Huh. Well, this should be fun to test out. Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is awesome. It's like a deity is literally saying, hey, 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 stuff over here, stuff over here. All right, I would recommend this for... Okay, so most playthroughs, particularly if you're not using enchanting, which means you need to power level your crafting pretty quickly, especially if you're doing like legendary difficulty with mods. This would be a good one to start out with because you get that extra bonus to enchanting and smithing, which are the two key ones that I usually do for my characters. And then being able to scavenge easily, pray to indicate the 15 nearest ore veins and plants. I mean, that's still super helpful, especially if it's dark out and you can't quite see everything. You can just pray and immediately all lights up and tells you where you need to go. Very nice. I like it. That gives us Archay. What mysteries will Archay unveil to us today? Archay's blood. Oh, that's darker than I expected. Alright, increases health by 25 points. Healing potions consumed while praying are 50% stronger. Oh, very nice. Okay, so it's primarily to enhance your... You could apply this in combat, right? So you pray, you immediately go to your menu, chalk up on those potions, get up. It doesn't take that long. Like if you sprint away, get behind covers so arrows aren't shooting you, you can get on your knees, chuck some potions, get back up. They'll last a bit longer. Is it just, I think it was just healing potions. Yeah, just healing potions. Good to know. But it is a way to get more mileage out of your potions, especially if you're already an alchemist. So if you've already got your potions twice as effective, and then you go to Archay's Shrine and you throw that in, you can get a lot of mileage out of your potions, which you can't really argue with. Plus 25% extra health. Who could argue with that? Not me, because I'm usually way too squishy. So that is a good one to consider. What class would not care about having more health and healing more effectively? I can't think of one. So definitely something to consider for any playthrough style. And next we have the Shrine of Stendarr. Let's have a look at what Stendarr has to offer. Ooh, I wonder if this is going to be something I could use with Vigilant. Blessing of Stendarr. Deal 15% extra attack damage to undead, Daedra, and dragons. While praying, they can be seen through walls. Nice. Okay, this is... okay. So one of my frustrations with Winter Sun, there are very few, but one of my frustrations with Winter Sun is that if you're worshipping Stendarr under Winter Sun, you're not allowed to actually conjure Daedra from Oblivion. That was actually, it's like a sin, and Stendarr will kick you out. So it was frustrating because I was doing the Vigilant of Stendarr mod, Vigilant, and fighting more like Baal and vampires and Daedra and all these nasty things. And I kept getting loot that was designed to allow you to conjure the monsters that I had beaten, right? So there's like, conjure this big Daedra monster, and I'm like, I really want to, but then Stendarr would leave me, and Stendarr's giving me like 20% damage reduction against all of these monsters. It was kind of frustrating because I felt like I couldn't fully experience Vigilant because I couldn't use all the conjurations that I was getting. But if I use this one instead, it's just extra damage and being able to see through walls where bad guys are, also very helpful in Vigilant. There are some maze-like levels where they can sneak up on you from multiple directions, so that's also super helpful. But this is something that I would definitely consider if I was running Vigilant, just because I would be able to actually worship Stendarr without ticking him off when I got some really cool Vigilant-only loot that allows me to conjure things that I can't tell you without actually giving you too much information and spoiling the surprise. I would never want to spoil Vigilant for you. It is amazing. It was really good. I liked it a lot. I only went through, let's see, I went through about 80% of the game, and then I left the other 20 because eventually I wanted to do a Vigilant playthrough. But I need to figure out a good, solid, I want to do it right. You know, Vigilant is one of those mods that I was looking in the Reddit chats, and one guy's like, okay, you need this kind of an EMB, this kind of a light sequence, these kind of spell mods, because you will only be able to experience this for the first time once. Do it right, you know. Let's see, does this character have a lamp? I'm not sure if this character has a lamp. Nope, no lamp for us. So we're going to do a little bit of sprinting real quick. We're going to get up to the Shrine of Talos, and that will be the last of the blessings that we are going to explore. And then that will be it for today's video. Should have stuck with the deity that fixed my stamina. Alright. Activating Shrine of Talos. We're just going to leave that time secure here to its own devices. I'm going to pray over here. Alright, let's see what Talos gives us. So, Blessing of Talos. Shout cooldown reduced by 20%. Yes, please. Oh, pray to finish your shout cooldown instantly. Huh. So, I'm trying to figure out the timing of this prayer mechanic. Because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So, a 4-second delay, but you can get your shout back. I mean, if you were using Unrelenting Force and you managed to knock everyone down, that's probably going to buy you just enough time to then pray, reset the cooldown, and be able to do more madness. So you could combine that with a Thunderchild build, and ooh, that could be fun. Thunderchild brings in a lot of overpowered or very interesting shouts. So being able to just take 4 seconds, reset your entire cooldown, that could work in a Thunderchild playthrough. That could work very well indeed. Let's go ahead and wait a little bit, get me some decent sunlight so I can do a nice little closing screen. Or an end shot. Anyway, so that is Trua, Minimalistic Religions of Skyrim. I really do like how the modder seems to have condensed a number of bonuses from Wintersun into much more usable and compact elements, right? So like praying to open up new map locations, just praying to reset a shout cooldown. Like he did a good job of picking things that weren't overpowered, but would still be a core aspect of a all magic playthrough, all combat playthrough, anti-undead playthrough, so on and so forth. So I think that just really good. It's a good approach. Another reason to look at minimalistic mods is because they affect less of the game. So if you've already got a really big load order and you're wanting to add in religion, but you're not sure that Wintersun, because it's so big, it might conflict with some of your other files, you can go with Trua, which is a smaller mod that makes a lot less changes and therefore might play a little nicer with one of your other, with your current load order. So just a few thoughts to consider from the modding perspective. Let me know in the comments below what the favorite blessing of this mod was for you. I particularly like getting Magicka back super quickly, but that is because I'm usually a squishy mage, and that kind of stuff just appeals to me. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Take care.